In the vast cosmos of television, few stars have burned as long and as brightly as The Big Bang Theory. For 12 seasons, it spun the universe of geeks, science, and unexpected friendships into a primetime phenomenon. Whether you marathoned it in mismatched pajamas or caught reruns during late-night channel surfing, chances are you've formed an opinion, or several, about Sheldon's quirks, Penny's growth, or Howard's belt buckles. But not all seasons of this galaxy-sized sitcom shine equally. Some delivered brilliant comic fusion, while others felt like dying stars. So, without further ado, let's set our phases to rank and chart this constellation of comedy, from the most bazinga-filled to the ones that fizzled. 1. Season 2: The Perfect Equation. Season 2 is where the atoms aligned. The characters had found the groove, and so had the writers. Leonard and Penny's on-again, off-again chemistry began to sparkle, but the true magic came from Sheldon, whose idiosyncrasies had fully crystallized into comedic gold. The dialogue was sharp, the plot's inventive, and the nerd references, Gulaga, Klingon Boggle, were lovingly sprinkled, not shoehorned. It was the season when viewers officially became fans. 2. Season 5: Geek Love Goes Prime Time. Sheldon gets a girlfriend. Let's just pause to appreciate the comic black hole of awkwardness that created. Amy Farrah Fowler is introduced as the female Sheldon, but as the season progresses, her character blooms into one of the show's greatest assets. Raj also gets some fun moments, albeit often at his expense, and Howard's journey towards space gives his character much-needed depth. Season 5 mixes heart with humor in a way the show would strive to replicate again and again. 3. Season 3: When Science Meets Heart. The Leonard-Penny relationship dominates this season, and for once, that's a good thing. The dynamic brings real emotional stakes to a series often buried in sarcasm and sarcasm about sarcasm. We also get the introduction of Bernadette, another powerful female character who adds both hilarity and humanity. By season's end, we have a full-fledged sitcom ensemble firing on all proton cylinders. 4. Season 4: Girl Power Meets Nerd Power. This is the season when the guys' world is shaken up by the rise of Amy and Bernadette, who begin to solidify their places in the show. What once was a geek bromance becomes a nerdy justice league of both genders. Sheldon and Amy's relationship agreement is introduced, and Raj's loneliness becomes more of a subplot than a punchline. Well, sometimes. The show starts to evolve into more than just 4 smart guys and a pretty girl next door. 5. Season 10: The Mature Universe. Who would have guessed? By season 10, you'd think The Big Bang Theory would have combusted under its own nerd mass. But instead, it matured. Penny is no longer the dumb blonde, she's a career woman dealing with real-world struggles. Sheldon and Amy's cohabitation experiment turns out to be a wellspring of comedy. And Howard's transformation into a dad delivers some unexpectedly touching moments. It's a season that proves the show still had cosmic energy left in the tank. 6. Season 12: The End of the Universe. The final season of The Big Bang Theory sticks its landing. With Sheldon and Amy's Nobel Prize arc, Leonard and Penny's surprise journey toward parenthood, and a heartfelt farewell to the elevator. Yes, the elevator. The writers knew exactly when to play it safe and when to push buttons. Sheldon's final speech to his friends is arguably the series' most emotional moment. It's a love letter to fans, flawed and fan-serviced, but endearing nonetheless. 7. Season 6: Close, but no Collider. Season 6 has all the elements of greatness, but the formula doesn't always bond. Still, it's a solid season with standout episodes like The Bakersfield Expedition, Hello Cosplay, and more meaningful development for the characters' relationships. It's kind of like a well-written thesis, academic, occasionally dry, but undeniably smart. 8. Season 7: The Slight Drift. This season feels like a textbook that's been read too many times. The jokes begin to feel formulaic, and while there are emotional highs, Leonard and Penny's engagement, Howard's struggles with his mother's health, it's clear the creative neutron stars are starting to collapse. But it's still funny and clever, just a little less fresh. 9. Season 1: A Promising Big Bang. The season that started it all. Yes, it's a little dated. Yes, the characters are borderline caricatures. But Season 1 gets major credit for launching a show that would eventually redefine the sitcom landscape. Sheldon is more robotic than human here, and Penny feels like she wandered in from a different show, but the potential is undeniable. It was a quirky idea that worked, even when it shouldn't have. 10. Season 8: The Mere Singularity. By this point, The show feels like it's orbiting its own jokes. The characters grow a little, but not fast enough. Sheldon's behavior occasionally veers into the unlikable, and while Leonard and Penny are engaged, their chemistry starts to feel more forced than fun. Still, even the meh moments are peppered with gems. 11. Season 11, the comedic cooling period. It's not bad, it's just safe. Season 11 plays like a show that knows it's winding down. The highlight is, of course, Sheldon and Amy's wedding, which is lovingly geeky and star-studded. But otherwise, it's a long stretch of filler between big moments, like a comic book arc you only skim. 12. Season 9, the black hole of laughter. Every great show has its slump, and Season 9 is the Big Bang Theory's. The drama between Sheldon and Amy is exhausting, Leonard and Penny's marriage feels anticlimactic, and too many episodes rely on tired jokes. Even the usually reliable Raj flounders. It's the season that proves even stars flicker before they flame out. Final thoughts, A Nerd Legacy. Ranking all 12 seasons of The Big Bang Theory is like sorting through a stack of old comic books. Some are mint-condition masterpieces, others are water-damaged but nostalgic. But every single one tells part of a larger story, a tale of friendships born in a Pasadena apartment, a celebration of intellect and awkwardness, and proof that even theoretical physicists can be stars in their own right. So whether you're Team Sheldon or Team Penny, one thing's for sure, The Big Bang Theory left an indelible mark on the galaxy of television, one bazinga at a time. Would you like me to turn this into a blog-style article or add images for each season ranking?